Hey, it's the Fosters After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV. Tonight, we're breaking down Season 4, Episode 4, called Now For Then, and we've got special guest Noah Centineo, who plays Jesus, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, it's the Fosters After Show, AFTERBUZZ TV. Guys, got a special guest joining us. It's Noah Centineo.
What's up?
Hi, thanks for joining us. Obviously, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's running this show. You guys haven't seen like the pre-show, but he's running this place.
Oh my God.
He's a seat at the table.
I was about to say, y'all let me sit up here.
I know. Okay, so Stephanie's in traffic. She's going to join us momentarily, but we're going to move on with the episode till they get there. Noah's here. We don't want to keep him waiting. Let's do some intros, and then we're going to get right to it. I'm Jeffrey Masters. I tweet from Jeff Masters 1.
I'm Hannah Prichard. I tweet from @thehotshotdude.
I'm Jillian Leff. I tweet from @Jillian Leff, and you can find me on Twitter @Jillian Leff. During the episode, I will try to read your tweets, and hopefully Noah can answer some of your questions. Tweet me directly, or use the hashtag ABTVFosters.
And my name, that's my turn. What's up, guys? I'm Noah Centineo, and I tweet from @NoahCent, NoahCent.
Perfect.
Cool. And as everybody knows, Noah plays Jesus.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Jesus.
A lot of biblical stuff.
Well, Noah. Yeah, it's true. Noah.
If you're watching live, as Jillian said, you can tweet with us. If you're not watching live, you can do so every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
Great. And also, thank you for all the 5-star reviews on iTunes. That helps other people see us. So, thank you for that. Okay, before we started shooting this episode of our after show, you told us a funny story about Carrie Kimmel.
Yeah, Carrie Kimmel. Well, I guess
do you mind retelling it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So Carrie Kimmel, for those who don't know, she wrote the opening title song for The Fosters. And she's actually a very close family friend of mine. And she babysat me when I was like an infant for a while. So it was kind of cool to be able to join a project with her and work with her.
Oh my God.
Separately.
So she was doing the theme song when you joined the show. Did she think that was like crazy? Like, what was her reaction?
Yeah, well, I Facebooked her, and I was like, yo, Kimmy, guess what? And she was like, what? And we had this little cool celebratory thing. But yeah, it was just really nice. It was tight. I had no idea she wrote it until I booked it. And my mom was like, "You're working on this show?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh my God, guess what?" And, what? It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
Small world Hollywood is.
I know. That's
Very
really funny. Oh my God. So this was a big episode for Jesus and Gabe. Mm-hmm. I think we've liked watching the Gabe storyline unfold with Jesus because it's been you joined the show 2 seasons in, and Gabe has been your storyline like completely.
Yeah. It's been really tight to be able to at least help represent and depict a role that represents a massive demographic of kids who don't know their father. You know.
Yeah.
And to be able to work with his real name's like Brandon Quinn.
Dude, he's awesome.
Dude, he's the homie. So it's really tight to work with him.
Did you watch him when he was a werewolf?
No, but we have talked about it to like an extremity.
I loved that show so much.
Did you?
I loved that show growing up.
I like totally forgot about this. So like Hannah's gonna be really excited because he's coming in for episode 9.
Oh, I looked it back up today to double check he was coming in.
What was it? It was Teen Werewolf. What was it?
American Werewolf.
American Werewolf or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So good. He would like spin and turn into the werewolf. Oh my gosh, great.
So completely different role for him.
Oh yeah,
in the Fosters.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what that is, that was the original Teen Wolf, if you will.
Exactly. Seriously.
How old is the show?
I was probably like,
I don't know, but you know what? Somebody on Twitter is probably going to tell me. So
I was about to say, I'm not at liberty to say it.
Oh, it's not the recent Teen Wolf.
No.
It's probably been about like 20 years.
But like, to be honest, he
wasn't
could have
alive.
fit in with that whole crowd. He could have been in the new Teen Wolf.
Is his head as big as it looks on screen?
Stop it! Oh my God!
It's a crazy impressive jawline. I noticed. Yeah, I do. I think it's huge, and I like his jawline because I have like none. So I look for that, you know.
It's like crazy, Jeff. You're just envious.
I feel.
It's okay.
So was that a yes? It is.
No, he's honestly like if you see him in person, he is in such like amazing shape. Like he's just like a built dude. So it doesn't seem like his like head is any like disproportionate to his body in any way. But
I'm so glad to hear that.
But no, you're right about the jawline.
Yeah.
He's got a great
It's
job.
so
on it.
impressive. You can tell that the show's not on something like the CW because he would have been shirtless like 9
whole
seasons
time.
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
The whole time.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're built on the CW, you're automatically shirtless.
And they
yeah.
had so many opportunities doing all the construction. He could have lost his shirt so many times.
Oh yeah, let me just take my shirt off before I get these beams in
I don't
place.
even know what
Exactly.
to say. Since he made me cry this episode, we're talking about his hot bod.
Dude,
Oh.
I did tear up. I was like having a full
Hey,
moment.
I am a meninist. What, can we stop talking about my birth father's like body
meninist.
and that's it?
I love that.
Okay, I'm leading the show, Noah.
So sorry. So sorry.
No, but it was like I really enjoyed the emotional part of the episode. You know, your embrace in the room. That was like that really. I mean, we cry like babies during this show a lot, but
For real.
that was a moment. It really hadn't gotten me this season. Like, yeah, well, the shooting obviously is very emotional, but or the attempt to do that. But this was nice because we really like seeing an emotional Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like your character is such a, I don't know, you come off as like
A dude.
Joe Cool,
Yeah.
and then you're, you know, crying in your bedroom with your dad. And it's just like, I don't know, it's a lot of levels. It's a lot of levels that we get, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to be able to show a vulnerable side. You know, and yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Thank you guys very much for that.
We watched it on like separate screenings out there, and like I kept having to pull off my headphones and be like, Jeff, I'm crying.
Somebody get her a hug.
I have cried before. I'm pretty sure.
He's not stone cold all
I'm
the time.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, it was
In like
really
life
beautiful.
or like when you were watching the show?
Both.
Life.
Life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But it really was a really wonderful moment between you guys. And I liked that it was almost an awkward hug that you like came up behind him in a way. It was really sweet.
Yeah, you laughed when Jillian called you Joe Cool. Do you not see Jesus that way?
No, Joe Cool is just a really funny way of like putting it, in my opinion.
Well, I didn't want to be like a player douchebag sometimes.
Well, you could have. That's the thing. You could use like a braggadocious, like promiscuous type
You know,
of guy.
like especially
but
with Nick, it was like we got to see that side where, you know, these two guys are just playing off each other, which, by the way, have to, you know, commend you working with Louis, because that was just such a fun relationship. We really didn't see Jesus sort of bouncing off of another guy that way. But just you two together, it was like,
well,
all right.
I mean, to be
calm
honest,
down.
the minute I met Louis, we just like hit it off really well, and we hang out like outside of set, like it's straight up like bromance, like in real life too. So it was just being really cool to work with a homie, essentially.
Yeah, totally. And like Jillian's saying, like it's another like a male bond. Before you joined the show, there was a couple scenes with old Jesus and Danny Tucci as Mike. Nucci.
The nooch.
And Stanley Tucci was on the show. Stanley Nucci replaced Stanley Tucci. There's a lot of replacements. I don't know if you've known
It's
before.
what happens, you know.
Yeah.
It's part of the industry.
So old Jesus and Mike had some like father-son bonding moments, and it was really cool to see that effect on Jesus, who has had these two amazing role models, but both female,
Totally.
Yeah.
and that difference.
Totally. It was like that scene in the Sweet 16 episode where Steph comes over to me when I'm sitting on the ramp, and like she's like, you know, you asked me like, I don't exactly remember the conversation. It was something, but it was something about talking about how I asked her at a young age, like, why don't I have a dad, or like what's going on with that whole situation. She's like, well, if there's anything that me and your mom can't do, please let us know, you know, so we can try. And I think that relationship with Danny Nucci kind of provided something for Jesus.
Yeah. Did anybody think that he was going to sabotage the being
I
on the
did.
list? You did.
I was really concerned. I was like, oh, please don't go that route. Please don't go that route. We love you too much. Came back around. He did a good job. He helped him out.
Good
Yeah,
man.
I don't know, the Anna relationship, like, I'm just not, I don't know. I can't be there yet.
Wait,
With
Danny or with?
Mike and
Well,
yeah,
whatever.
like I don't know if I can get there. Like their interactions during this episode where basically Mike was saying how, or she wanted to know what they were, like, let's define this situation. What is this? And he was kind of like, you know, well, you relapsed when you just hung out with your ex, and is this what it's going to be like? I don't know. I don't see them together. I can't like it yet. And I thought they were gonna kiss almost when, like, at the end of the episode,
Right.
when Gabe came through the door and
Yeah.
explained, and then they kind of just like side hugged, and I was like, okay, I accept it. But I'm not ready to see them.
Well,
like, I don't know.
then again, like if you're put into a circumstance with your ex-boyfriend who got you knocked up and was like, there's this crazy dynamic there, would you want to kiss your current boyfriend in front of him, even if you guys hadn't really been like,
Not at all.
Especially not if they're in the open yet, and which they're not really.
Yeah.
No, you're right. And not in front of like an entire family, just PD in general.
100%.
I'm really shocked to hear you say that because I'm fully on board with them.
I was until Gabe came back into the picture, and now I'm like, I just don't
Wait,
know.
you don't think that Anna and Gabe are gonna be together again, do you?
I love Gabe.
I think that Anna needs to like do herself and just like take care of herself and where's the baby? Like she has a baby, remember?
Yeah,
Where
that's
is the
true.
baby?
That's
Like,
true.
hello.
Oh, your stepbrother or sister. What is the gender?
Sister.
Stepsister. Roll tape. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. Half sister.
It's been a while.
Baby child.
We haven't seen the baby.
Yeah, so I don't know.
we've seen
I
the baby
personally feel I am on team Anna needs to like take care of everything that's going on and let Mike be a support system for her. But I don't know necessarily if like he's ready to sort of have a family like that. I don't know. It's so like intertwined. I mean, like think about it, right?
I see what you're saying. I don't disagree with you at all.
It's
I
okay
don't.
if you do. We love opinions here. But it's I don't know. Like I'm not feeling it.
No option for her is a bad option.
I really just want to know what Steph.
They're all great.
Thanks. But yeah, I don't know. Nobody on Twitter is agreeing with me. Sierra Carter said Mike needs a stable woman.
Hey,
okay.
that's my birth mother we're talking about here. Guys, come on.
Sarah Fortin 4 says I totally ship Mike and Anna. Does Noah?
Yeah, I ship them, but I didn't think about this until you brought it up. I think that Anna needs to be able to find her own strength before pulling strength from someone else. So if she's already on the right path, if she isn't reliant or dependent on Mike to maintain her sobriety, then yeah, heck yeah.
Well, actually, maybe I
should
take
do
it back because everyone's kind of agreeing with me.
Yeah, I know. I told them to. I think that Anna is responsible. She's dependable. I think that she had one hiccup when she drank or got high last season. However, that was not her relapsing completely. That was like one little hiccup at the end of her journey, and she's not in the middle of the journey. And I think she's 100% ready for a relationship. And I think it's a great one with Mike. I think it's very supportive, and they get each other. I like it.
We'll see. By the way, Stephanie is in her car and watching, which she shouldn't be, but hopefully she stopped in traffic.
My
She
God.
said, I'm watching and crying at the same time. You guys are great, and Noah is wonderful on our panel.
Oh my God.
Hopefully she comes soon.
Darn brush fires in LA.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
We might not be here by the end of the episode. Like none of us.
It's
Just to
true.
make it dark.
It's just gonna be like a massive combustion
Just
like there's a fire.
Thank you.
There it is.
There we go.
Just a forewarning.
Yeah. I do want to say, actually, I love, and I noticed this watching the episode back, I love the chemistry between Mike and Anna. Watching it, and I do love that, and I actually 100% ship them if she's not going to be dependent on him for her own happiness and sobriety.
Thank you. Let's leave it there.
Okay.
Let's segue to the party.
Yeah, please.
The kind of party.
I want to start
sad
off
party.
by saying a couple of nice things about Courtney.
Go ahead. Oh, so by the way, just to get you up on things, Jeff really doesn't like Courtney.
Wow.
Neither really do we.
No.
Not very supportive. Don't think that she's the right girl for Brandon. Okay, carry
The
on.
spelling
Jeff.
of her name bothers me.
The spelling of her name is one of her many problems.
One of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe the smallest problem.
Okay, you need to unload right now. Go ahead.
Okay,
Let's go.
I can sense
things
it.
I liked
Yes.
regarding Courtney in this episode. She looked great in that dress.
She
Yes.
did.
We
Or,
usually
like,
see her in
romper or whatever
Bartender
it was.
episode.
Yes,
Yeah,
leg
she looked
envy.
great. What'd you say?
Leg envy. She has
Yeah.
great legs.
Legs.
Yeah.
Got it. I thought you said something else that I
agree.
don't want to repeat.
Okay.
I think you said, never mind.
Don't.
Okay, I won't say it. I'm going to have to say it. I thought you said lay envy. And I was like, Jillian, getting into it. Hey, yo.
Guys, I keep it PG.
Delete that. Roll tape. So she looked great this episode. Other things I like, their actual home is awesome. There's the fireplace and just
Yeah.
like the fixtures and the architecture. Like, good job, Brandon, who hired the home agent realtor to find the place and is paying for it. Good job. Jillian, what are you laughing about?
I'm just laughing because you said I have nice things to say about Courtney. You're talking about the house.
Oh my
that she didn't
God.
even pick out, that Brandon picked out. So go on. Go on.
Nice dress, nice house.
Something that I admire as a watcher of House of Cards
Okay.
is the manipulation. She's living in a bomb house, rent-free.
Okay.
She does not have the manipulation to like have the bed moved out of the living room yet, or get rid of the brown bed skirt, but like, baby steps, baby Mason steps,
Yes.
to be exact. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say.
Okay.
So what are you gonna unload like
So-
what's your like the negative things?
So at the end of the party, they have the big come to Jesus, come to Jesus. Jesus was not there. They have the come to Jesus of I love you, I'm in this like for real, and even though I'm only 18 and don't know anything about anything, like this is the real deal.
No.
I want you to sign this contract.
Okay. I just have a feeling, not that I've ever been in that situation, but I feel like Brandon might have just been sort of like saying that to comfort her. I don't necessarily know if he meant it in the way she might have thought that he meant it in.
Oh, I disagree. I think he 100% meant it. And the reason why I still hate her is that she would let somebody do this for her. She would let this high school senior give up his tuition money for her, even though she had
she
nowhere
doesn't
else to
know that.
go. It doesn't matter.
She doesn't know
I
that.
thought she found out last episode. Did I make that up?
She?
Well, no, she
think we
knows that
just
she knows that Steph found something that has to do with Brandon paying, but I don't know if she actually knows.
I don't think
if
she
it's
knows
from
that
the
that was like
tuition.
his like hand money.
So there was the cute moment with Jesus and Brandon in the bathroom.
Where I clogged the toilet.
Yeah, where you're talking about like money and sex in front of like while you're unclogging this thing.
When else do you talk about it?
I love that scene, actually.
You
Right.
gotta go, you gotta go.
So, and then Brandon does confirm for us that he's paying full rent.
Yeah.
What is Jesus' reaction?
What the hell are you doing, homie?
Oh wait, that was my reaction.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't know. I feel like Brandon is in love. He's young, and like when we're in love, when like young men are in love, we are blind, and love is very blinding. So I think he literally just, and we also like feeling like the person that can help someone. We like being the helping hand. We like it when people are relying on us. Some of us do, at least. And I speak for myself as well. At some points, that feels great when someone's like, "No, I need you." You're like, "Oh, wow, yeah, and I need you, and that's beautiful." So I understand why he's doing it, but he's really in a rabbit hole with this whole
yes.
situation. And there's a point when you got to be like, "Yo, do what's right for you." You
Yeah.
know, this is just a girl who you feel something strongly for, but at the end of the day,
I mean, yeah, his
killing
motives are
yourself.
always like for like the good. It just sometimes it doesn't need to happen.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Brittany Alyssa, she says Brandon's face didn't look like he meant what he said about him loving her.
I'm somewhere in the middle of your two feelings about that.
Sarah said Brandon needs to get his butt home. He's hurting his mom very much, and he's being completely stubborn.
You know, someone on Twitter, I think it was Gianna, was saying that they did not like Courtney's pink solo cups.
I didn't even notice
And
that.
while it did not stand out to me, I have to agree I didn't like them either.
Or her screaming. The screaming.
She got drunk. Homegirl got drunk.
Homegirl got wasted.
Homegirl got white girl wasted.
White girl wasted.
On her skinny margaritas.
I'm sorry.
NK3 Play 2 said, I don't consider Courtney a manipulator. Brandon's just dumb.
Wow.
And Courtney's trying to stay alive and support her child. So at the end of the day, I feel you too. Like, you know,
I'm
girl
just
gotta
over
do what she
here
gotta do.
Just sipping truth tea. It's fine.
I just would never consider that to be an option to do this.
And what did she call Mariana? Marianne?
Marianne.
I'm sorry.
Mariana.
That was out. Out.
That
Yeah,
was
but
too
like
much.
I also understand because Brandon tried to cover her tracks. You know, guys, this is her first night out in a really long time. Like, let her let loose. And then did you see how fast she sobered up after the court order was dropped?
Oh my god.
She was like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I mean,
I've never seen someone get served in their actual in the home. They always like come to the door and
Right.
serve them.
right.
I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, if you ever me
I
out
don't
or
know,
have
that's-
them walk in the house.
Right,
never
right, right.
Brandon let him in.
Luckily, there was a party, and Brandon was like, "Oh yeah, you're cool." There was actually a take of that when she got served. That happened when the guy was like, he was like, "Yeah, are you Courtney?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool, high five." you've been served. And like,
I would have loved that.
It was so out of like the blue, and it wasn't written. And like we, like as soon as they said cut, we all like died. I fell on the floor. Like it was great. It was funny. Sorry it didn't make it to the final cut. Wasn't right though. Wasn't
me, oh Maya said Courtney's merely a distraction. It's not real love.
right. Yeah.
I mean, everyone.
They're young. Come on, they don't know that.
Like she's actually putting herself in a worse position when it's not going to work out, and then that's sad because she's got this baby in this home that is no longer really going to be her home, or she's going to have to start paying it for it when it ends, and that's. I mean, she's putting herself in a poor situation.
Right. And while I don't like her, unless that wasn't clear, while I don't like her, I think that, like, if you're going to be sued for custody, I think that on paper, she has enough to prove that she is a reliable woman who can, like, support this child. So I don't see that actually, she losing the child ever. I don't think that's an issue.
No.
She was just drunk and tripping. She wasn't in her right mind, I think. She was probably just like, oh, this is, like, the worst thing ever. She's going to wake up, and Brandon's going to be like, look, we're cool. And she's going to be like, you know what? We're right. We can do this.
You're right. Cool.
By the way, Lindsay McNeff just tweeted, Jeff needs to know that her bed skirt is purple and not brown.
Lindsay.
We have bad coloring on the TVs up here.
Lindsay, how do you know that?
Lindsay, I love you.
What are your facts, Lindsay? What's good, Lindsay?
Come down to the studio. He wants to catch them fades right quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
So
That's not confirmed, Lindsay. That's not confirmed. Next topic.
I'm hearing that Steph is probably not going to be able to come in tonight, so we're going to Skype with her. Steve, is she ready to Skype? Okay. Well, you let us know.
That makes me really uncomfortable. Okay.
Whatever means I get to sit here for a little bit longer.
Hey, you get to stay there the whole time.
Noah, stop it. Let's talk about Marianne and Matt.
Okay.
Mariana.
Yeah.
So, as of this episode, it seems like they're rekindling.
Yeah, they're back together.
Right. Did I miss something?
No, they kissed last episode, remember?
Yeah.
It was like a weird, random, never talked about it, but they kissed.
Okay.
Like a goodbye kiss.
So everyone accepts that.
So basically, timeline goes, when she got out of the school and she ran into her mom's arms, she then ran into Matt's arms. You kind of saw the connection there. You see Zoe in the distance being like, bitch. And then we see him come to the house, which spurred the Steph coming into Mariana's bedroom. Mm-hmm. So obviously there was caring there, and then we see them kiss last episode, and now this episode, somebody says, Brandon maybe says, I'm happy that you and Matt are back together. Mm-hmm. So they're back together.
Yeah.
So if they're not like officially like in a relationship, they definitely like are like interested in owning each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, except
unlike
for-
you and Emma.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she tells him that she wants to see Nick.
Yeah.
That was a dramatic scene when she finally goes to Nick. He was just so angelic and peaceful and almost in like the sedated kind of way.
Totally.
You know? Just the way that he was talking and so happy.
But terrifying.
Terrifying and like happily talking about like strangling small kittens and seeing them float off to heaven, and it was beautiful. And you're like, I don't know, why are you so happy? Yes.
I don't know, like, how would you feel if you know that you no longer have feelings for this person and you're back together with your ex-boyfriend, but again, she's stuck in a situation where she has to tell him things just to sort of make him okay because he is so dependent on her for his recovery, and that's terrifying. Like, imagine being a 17-year-old girl, a 16-year-old girl, and being put in that situation where, again, not only did you have to do it once with a gun on your lap, but now you have to do it again because he is going to relapse if you don't.
Right.
Oh, we got a call.
Hey, look.
Definitely a heavy situation.
Hey, Steph, you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Ooh, what's up, girl?
Hey! For the record, I'm still on Crescent Heights, so there's just no chance of me getting over there.
Steph, there's a really bad fire. That's probably why.
What happened?
There's a really bad fire.
Oh, okay, cool, because I have to be honest, I'm giving up. I'm about to turn around because I want to cry.
I was about to say,
Otherwise,
yeah, go to
I
Starbucks.
know.
Go to Starbucks real quick. Hi, did she say hi?
Yeah,
She
she
said,
said
hi, how you doing?
Noah was asking about you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. I know. I'm so sad. I, like, got dressed all pretty and everything, so I was trying to see you and be like, hey.
You know, I did the same thing. I got my white hoodie on. Come on, girl. Where you at?
Hey, don't talk to me like that now.
Oh, I'm so
okay,
sorry.
Anyways, back to the show. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, okay. We miss you. We'll talk to you soon.
No, hold on. I just wanted to say one thing.
Okay.
I agree. I just want to say that I also love Anna and Danny's relationship.
Thank
and I think that it
you.
would work because they're both sober. And so I think sober people need to be together so they're not, like, teased by other things. And also, I wish I could have punched Liam's mom in the face because she deserved it. And that was ridiculous that she invited Callie in for that.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we got to talk about that.
And one last thing. Also, I loved the moment between Noah and Brandon or Gabriel. And Gabriel, because it was just really sweet. I didn't think that. However, it looked like Steph wasn't comfortable with it.
Yeah, I noticed that too in the background. She definitely was a little like, what? But
It was like, oh, why are you crying with my son right now? You don't know him like that.
Oh, it's a father bond. I was okay with it.
yeah, nah, definitely. I get it.
I've signed off on it. I give my approval.
Where are you guys in conversation right now?
So we're talking about the very end. We're talking about Nick and Mariana's meeting, finally, coming back.
Is it weird if I just want to listen?
Girl, you just listen.
Do whatever you want, baby.
Keep me on the line. Keep going with the discussion. I'm just going to listen.
Okay. Thank you for calling in, by the way.
Of course. Go ahead.
Okay, so with their meeting, and he pretty much tells her that you are my raison d'etre, reason for existence.
Thank you so much. I saw him looking it up, and I'm like, am I supposed to know that word? Do I need to know that word? I don't know what that
was
is.
precious.
What is that?
Thank you. I wanted to
job,
make sure I
Jack.
got the pronunciation, so I looked up beforehand, which I would not have told you guys had Hannah not called me out.
Oh my god.
So, the issue that I have is that Mariana is being very selfless in telling him, like, yeah, baby, come back to me. My arms are wide open. And she's singing Creed. And the problem is that he's in the psychiatric hospital and he's getting the help that he needs, hopefully, as long as these are good people. However, and he's, let's say, suffering through, like, a heartbreak now with the gun stuff. If he gets out and then she tells him we're not together, he's gonna go right back to where he is. So I think that she's probably not old enough to, like, know this or realize she's 16 or 17, but, like, this is the time to break his heart when he has, like, professional help around him to help pick him back up and to make sure he doesn't kill himself.
Yeah, Twitter seems to
Super
agree.
true.
Yeah.
Super true.
Just kind of like, if there was ever a moment, it would be now.
Yeah.
Right. And especially because I thought Louis, in general, acting out that scene, did a very good job of walking, like, a very fine line between appearing so sanely crazy, you know what I mean, by
Yeah.
talking that way, and also being very genuine in what he was saying. So it could have gone two ways by her interpretation of what he was saying, and that would have been the opportunity to be like, love you, but not in that way, but I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. You do have me, just not in that sense.
Oh, I think he was being manipulative, but okay.
Well, I got
I think we can go both.
I got an interesting vibe too when I was watching it. It was it seemed like he knew that he was being watched and monitored the entire time. So I felt that he also might be saying certain things just to be on great behavior, maybe to get out earlier.
That's interesting.
Yeah, when I was watching, I was like,
Because he was so, like, aware of his body, it seemed
he was
like,
just very, very calm. He was like, I'm just going to do this the right way, as opposed to how he might want to do it.
Okay, you probably can't answer this, but for the panel, do we know if he comes back this season again?
Well, it's funny because when Louis came on, he, like, wasn't even sure if he was supposed to tell us that he was coming back for this episode, and then we saw him in the preview, and he was like, oh, God, I can talk about it. So I don't know. I mean, I hope so, because he's been such an asset, I think, with, like, everyone's performance. I feel like everyone that's played off of him and him himself it's been so fun to watch. Yeah. So maybe, like, wouldn't it be great if we saw a Matt, Mariana, and Nick scene?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that going to happen?
And Noah, frozen in time.
You're gonna see Nick again.
Yay!
That's all I'm
I mean, if
That's
not,
all
we
I'm
would have
gonna
just
say.
looked it up on IMDb, so
That's
I mean,
all
come
I'm
on.
gonna
Or Twitter would have told me. Yeah, as soon as I sign off, they'd be like, guys, you didn't read this? Send me a link.
Wow.
Totally.
I think that for this show to deal with, not deal with, but to, like, to show us Nick after this moment is very brave and kind of like uncharted territory. You know, shows will deal with shootings like this, and then they get carted off, and you see the car driving away.
It's true.
So for us to visit him, for us to be a part of his recovery, I think that's really special.
Oh, I love that. I'm
Yeah.
glad that they're doing that part of the story.
Totally. Okay, so we need to talk about Callie and AJ and Callie's senior project.
Yes. Let's talk.
So AJ now goes to this high school, which the name of it is
Anchor Beach.
Anchor Beach. AJ now goes to Anchor Beach. Callie sees him in the hallway. Her eyes lit up. She was so happy, and she gives him a welcome kiss. Hey yo.
Hey yo,
It's my
PDA in the
dream.
halls.
Yeah. Okay. So then they do the Anchor Beach, San Diego tour of homes.
Okay.
Except it's not a happy thing. It's like an opposite of happy, so it's like a sad thing. Okay, so she was in 7 homes in 7 years. I had no idea. And she's made it her senior project to document it and to tell her story. I think that's beautiful. I think it's worthwhile. I'm excited to see it happen. Although part of me was kind of like, yo, you were doing Fost and Found, this iPhone app to help connect foster kids from all around the world, and the computer programming aspect of it, that's huge, and that affects a massive scale of people. And now it's just a photo project.
But it's going to be
Just
so
a
much more than
comparison.
that.
She's still in high school, though. You can't just skip out on.
I just thought the
project.
scale of projects.
No, that was funny. Yeah.
I think
I
it's
feel like about senior. Sorry for interrupting. I feel like a lot of senior projects, though, are for the student to reflect upon themselves, and that's why they try to make it this big thing for them. And they always say, give us a quote, explain that to us, and whatnot. So I think this is good for her because she's definitely going to get her closure that way.
Yeah.
Also, I love that the photos she was taking in the home were great.
Oh, yeah. The bedroom ones were, sad, though, to watch.
Yeah.
The way she was doing all of that.
Remember when they made that Instagram account?
Yeah.
Shout out to Freeform.
And then they actually made the Instagram account.
Freeform's PR team. Brilliant.
Wait. What?
So when the whole storyline came out that Callie wanted to be a photographer or whatever, they made this fake Instagram account for Callie Jacobs, right? That was her, Callie Jacob. Yeah, and there were some photos on there from the show, and it carried over, but I don't know if it still exists anymore. I'd have to go check it out. Me neither.
That's really tight, though.
Fans watching, tell us. Was that Callie Jacobs?
It's still there.
So.
Yeah. I just like that they're actually good pictures.
Yeah.
Sometimes a show or a movie will have an essay competition or whatever project, and they read the essay at the end of the episode, and you're like, this is kind of not actually literate. This is not good. So she's great. Yay. So we then meet 2 of her previous foster moms. We meet Liam's mom.
Yeah.
And she invites her into the home, and she puts all the blame for everything onto Callie.
Talk about a
was
bait
not
and
great.
switch. I was like, she's inviting her in for tea and cookies.
Right?
This is great. Oh my God.
That was 180 degrees on
She's gonna
that.
apologize.
Do it in the driveway. Don't waste your china. You have to wash her dishes.
But big ups to Callie for handling herself
Yeah.
in an adult way, and just, she just. I'm just amazed at how much we've seen her character grow,
Yeah.
and how old Callie would have reacted in that situation, which I feel like she would have lashed out.
Yeah.
And instead,
or left.
Yeah, or left.
She didn't
stormed
leave.
out. She needed the closure.
Yeah.
And I loved
agree.
AJ in all those scenes as well with her, as he went, he was such a good support system for her throughout those scenes, and the way that he felt off of everything that she was feeling
Yeah.
was really awesome to watch, their
Yeah.
connection during those.
Yeah, you guys were talking about crying during the Gabe scene earlier. I thought that one of the most touching scenes was the other foster mom, and to have her confront her in in a nice way and say why didn't you adopt me? This was going so well, and then to hear that the issue was something so trivial, that the kid had quote unquote issues and was dyslexia and impulse control, and she couldn't adopt all 3. And so Callie and Jude had each other, and so they were sent off together. That's just, this show continually highlights such dumb things in the system.
Yeah.
And the fact that they didn't tell them either.
Right.
Yeah.
The fact that
I thought the same thing. I couldn't believe that. I was so happy that she looked emotional when she said that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was genuine for Callie to receive that.
Yeah, I mean that's
Sorry, I didn't mean to butt in again. And then also with the last house, I really can't believe that the mother said that to her. I'm surprised that she, I don't know why you would invite someone in and sit them down just to let them know how they ruined your life, rather than say, get off my property, and then tell them that.
I think that was the closure for her.
Yeah, which is
mother?
messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was her form of closure.
I think she was just being immature. I mean, honestly, it's one of the worst things that could happen. She got a divorce because of it. Her son's in jail forever. So I understand her anger. and her resentment towards Callie, but like as a grown woman to try to put that on someone so young.
Exactly.
You know, it was, and then she also is so certain that her son has done none of these crimes, that he's innocent. It was so interesting to see that conversation mirrored against the next foster mom's conversation, and she also, unfortunately, is so certain of her son's innocence. And just to see that like comparison, it made me think like, I don't know, maybe this kid did do it. You know, we just don't have any facts right now, and yet Callie has taken it up herself for this other cause. You know, it's her new mission in life, to, like, get this kid out of juvie and to, like, save him.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Brandon, like, wanting to, like, save Courtney. Like, she likes saving people, too. And for a
Yeah.
while, it was Jude, but right now, Jude is safe.
And AJ is just like,
Where was
girl,
Jude?
this is not your job. Reminder,
Yeah.
you are a girl in high school.
AJ's definitely a real one.
Yeah, like I like AJ and Callie together.
I do too.
Although I feel like, you know, ultimately some people will gravitate towards each other in the end. I like where AJ and Callie are at right now because AJ is just super supportive, and now he gets to go to a better school and he has her, and it's just I think it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah.
And that conversation about her being raped before that he was having with her, the way that he handled that was so beautiful, and it made everybody knows that I'm a Bradley person, but it made me definitely be way more in support of AJ and Callie.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
The way that he just checked
I
in.
do too.
Yeah, he checked in with her, was like, how are you doing? Like, I want to make sure that, like, we, like, yeah, you guys heard it. I don't need to recount it. It just was so lovely.
It was.
It could have been so easy for him to, like, to keep that bottle up and just say, like, oh, like, you know, we can't talk about this. But, yeah, it was great.
Yeah. And to ask her
I was
questions about it.
afraid that AJ was gonna say he wasn't comfortable or didn't think that they should be together or something, just because he thought that part was weird. So I was so happy that he was just trying to say how comfortable are you in regards to me touching you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important because you can
Just to make
see,
sure that she doesn't get uncomfortable.
yeah, you can see their relationship is progressing. So, I mean, obviously it's something that's going to come up. They really haven't shied away from sex on the show recently.
Oh,
What's
everybody is coupling up
Yeah.
in this show.
I know. I don't know, man.
And not the panel. Not the after show. Just kidding. Yeah, just before we move off the subject, I feel like what I said about Callie finding her new project and saving this kid in juvie made it sound a little bit too hard. I forget that she does know him, and she's had this relationship with him as a sick foster brother. So it's very much in character of her to like want to be able to help him out. You know, I just want to see, like, she's pursuing photography, but I want to see her pursue something in like psychology to join like the foster care system, because she just does so good and well with these people.
And I like Aaron a lot. I'm excited that this means he gets to. It is Aaron, right? That's his character's name, Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. So now he's going to be pulled more into the story.
Oh, Elliot Fletcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you saw he's gonna start some drama though.
Oh.
He said, so you do exist.
Yeah, in the preview. I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah. I am too.
Yeah.
Costumes.
Should we jump to that?
Well, I want to talk.
Predictions? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. What did we
like-
miss?
So, did anything happen with the mamas this episode? It was.
Their anniversary.
Yeah. Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, we didn't mention Steph snooping around the house.
That was great.
I just have one question about that though. Where can I seriously get leftovers put in a tinfoil shaped as a swan? Because people do that on shows and movies, and I want to know what restaurant I need to go to have my leftovers shaped as a swan.
I'm sure if
Really-
you ask for tinfoil, you could
Really,
probably do
really
yourself.
expensive ones.
Really? Do they really do that though?
Yeah, it doesn't like
Really?
Mastros do that.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I've never gotten.
North on the PCH.
I've always
I don't
finished my
know.
food at Mastro.
Mastros. No, what you know about Mastros?
Girl, what you think I know about Mastros? Come on.
Wait,
Not much.
And
That's the answer.
did you notice that the swan came back because Rosie had the swan?
That's
when
the same restaurant?
No, when she was coming home, like I forget, there was like a scene with her character, and she was carrying a tinfoil swan
Really?
too.
Oh my God, you're
it just
exactly
must be
right.
like a Foster's thing. I don't know.
That's totally a thing.
I did.
I am 27 years old. I have never had my to-go in a swan.
Really?
All I think
I've
about
had
is
mine
the
in an
sweetest thing
elephant.
too.
Oh my
When it
God.
like came back and hit the window. Anybody remember that? No. Okay, just me. And sweetest thing when they throw the big flying swan out the window and it comes back and splats all over the windshield. Okay, funny moment in a movie.
I wish
but
I
it
saw
makes me think of that.
I
What
can't relish in
movie?
this moment with
The
you.
sweetest thing with Cameron Diaz and
Christina
Selma Blair
Applegate.
and yeah.
Christina Applegate, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Watch it.
Y'all, I didn't even see that it was a swan.
Yeah. It was,
It was dark in the
yeah,
car.
Lena just looked sad and she was like, all right.
Oh my god. I took my eyes checked.
I don't know, but Teri Polo doing physical comedy. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
She's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, she's ridiculously
awesome.
and immensely talented.
Meet the Fockers, bring it back, right?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
god. Yeah, no, we love Teri. So it was their 1 year anniversary, but they've been together 10 years, they said. Their first kiss. I like that they celebrate that.
That's like so cute. I don't even remember when my first kiss was with my boyfriend. Like, it's like, seemed.
That was our live studio audience.
That was great.
Guys, it's embarrassing. Oh my god.
I also like that they have their moments of disagreement, but Lena still feels obligated to like buy toiletries for her son Brandon.
That was my favorite part because I love to see the relationship between Lena and Brandon. Just because that was like their first kid together. So it was sweet to see her be the mama bear to Brandon.
Yeah.
Oh, she can't help it.
Oh my god, and then taking out the line of credit on the house. Like, that's a huge deal. $20,000? Like, that's a lot of money.
And then that sets it up for Gabe to be around a lot longer too if he's doing work on the house.
Sure. But for them to like make that decision, what I'm hoping is all of this stuff with Lena sort of goes away. We don't really know what happens, but the way that they described it was that if Gabe's record becomes expunged, it'll be like it never
Right.
happened. But we don't actually have any confirmation to that. And we didn't see Monty this episode, so we really don't know
Right.
what's going on with that. So I don't know if it's going to cause drama in next week's episode since it's clearly focused around Lena. I
Yeah.
just don't know.
Tell me this. Since Brandon lives with a girl who has no name, there's an empty room in the house. What about Gabe moving in, sleeping in Brandon's room while he's fixing the house?
That would be
That would be intense.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And then the kids would get their father. We haven't seen a lot of stuff with
No,
Mariana
I
and
doubt that would
Gabe.
happen because that's unfair to Noah and Jude or for whoever deserves the extra room. But what
Yeah.
about the garage?
Oh, that's true.
Jude is 5. He doesn't need his own room.
Jude's 5. He said,
Do you mind sharing a room with Jude?
yeah, at this point in time.
I mean, he's got Emma right now. Yes,
Did you say
Come on.
Jesus
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, Jesus time.
Jesus time. I'm done with my Jesus
Exactly. He
time.
needs his own room. And then Chewy.
It's some Emma time. That's what it is. It's switching it now. It's progressing.
Oh my god. Okay, let's transfer to predictions. Okay?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
Oh my god.
Predictions.
Predictions.
Predictions. Okay, so we see in the upcoming episode, it is Lena's 40th birthday, and despite them being $20,000 in the hole, they throw a lavish party.
Damn, I
true.
wanted an invite. That was
Does anyone want any more shade? I'm throwing it.
I said the same thing.
Sign
man.
up, baby. Yeah, did you?
I did.
Good.
good. You had a great
But
costume.
they pulled it off, did they not?
Was it like DIY?
They got a lot of friends, like friends could like pull favors.
That
you know?
third mortgage, yo. So the birthday party asks date. Oh, Jude,
Yes.
who we didn't see that much of this episode, he asks the other character with a name out on a date.
Yes.
The little small
his name?
pastor's son.
Noah is his name on the show.
Yeah.
His name's Noah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were
God.
confused for a second. I was like, are you sure?
Right? Because we're not
That's
sure if it's...
This show
It is Noah.
names.
I remember I thought it was cute and very biblical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This show has so many like characters who also have like character names that they don't play that character, but somebody else. That's why I called Mike Danny Tucci. Ah, Stucci. What is it? Nucci. God, I haven't started drinking yet. Okay, so Jude asks Noah on a date, not this Noah, and most importantly, I wrote this down. So, what is with the mustache?
Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone wanted to know
Yeah.
before the episode, and I told him when he got here. I was like I don't understand.
There's
So,
there's a bunch of different comparisons that could be made.
Is it a theme party?
Yeah.
Or you just wanted to wear a mustache?
No, there's definitely like a reason behind the stash, and it just worked really well with the outfit, I think. And maybe I don't know, Magnum PI rock stashes. Like maybe I have a bit of like a obsession with
They
Magnum.
gave
PI.
you like a full stash too. Like they did
No, it
not.
was like-
It was thick. It looks like it's like thick and comes
it
down,
take a while
and
to
not even
develop?
like a full handlebar.
like a-
It's just.
It
like
was so itchy, is what it was. That's what.
Is that a couple's costume with you and Emma? Or is it a couple's costume or a single costume?
Single costume.
Single costume.
Just like a 70s theme. Just like, you know, a fun, flirty 70s
That was
party.
my phone, sorry.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm really excited for the party.
Oh yeah, so funny story. I walked into the stage the night before shooting anything for the party when they were like 75% done setting up the whole party theme. And I walked in there and like the floor was ready and it looked like this, but the lights were changing and they were putting it together and like I tripped out. I just tripped out. I was like, wow, I wish like I had a party like this growing up.
That's
really cool.
awesome.
It was really cool.
You all should have thrown like a party on set then after you were done filming, did you?
No.
Shame. You all missed out then.
You're right, we did.
What? They did.
We totally did.
But how many pictures did you take of yourself in that mustache? Because, like, I know there's a few on the phone right now.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
I'll take that Tinder profile. Okay,
Oh my god.
so
How to not get super likes on Tinder.
does anybody have any concrete predictions for this coming episode and or the rest of the season?
Well, I think Noah wants to be. Sorry, not Noah. Jesus wants to be exclusive with Emma, and that's why he says he's not okay with anything anymore. It's not working for him.
I like that. I like that. I think that might happen. I think that Elliot Fletcher's character, Aaron. I think that he's going to tell AJ what happened, or it's going to force Callie to tell AJ that they kissed.
You know what though? They're so honest with each other. I could see them being like upset, but not ruining things.
We'll see.
I mean,
It's remember, it's high school.
Yeah, and then she's going to work
Touché.
with Aaron, so that's going to cause some issues if they're like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus, any predictions?
As Jesus.
As Jesus, we just don't know what comes next in life. So no, Jesus has no idea until he wakes up tomorrow. Then he might have an idea.
Okay, tell us, do you have any hopes for the character? You know, you have another year of high school, there's college, like what do you foresee?
Actually, the writers sometimes watch our show. So
This is your opportunity.
Air it out now.
Really? Well, yeah, I've been asked this and I've like thought about it, and honestly, it would be really tight to kind of show a very true and honest perspective on young love and like a male young love having his heart broken as a young man, because I feel like we don't necessarily see that too often. But you know, like people always are like, oh, like the girlfriend got broken up with her, they broke up and the girl was sad and the guy was fine and he just went off and hooked up with other people. But like not everything kind of shows the really like you can have a hole ripped in your heart. And like I would love to see Jesus maybe have something like that. And you know, he's always the player, but it'd be tight to see him actually.
Well, Emma's
Get it,
been sassy
attack.
this season, so I think that may actually happen for you.
So tender.
That's such a good answer, thank you.
Yeah.
Huh.
Of course.
Yeah, that also would be that would fit so well into the show. Especially for your Jesus.
Yeah, and it's different. You wouldn't really see that. You only see him tender with his father, and like to see him tender with a woman would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh
You're
my
just trying to make
god.
the ladies swoon, aren't you? You're like, I love it.
I was trying to make the
I'm
writing
buying
swoon,
it.
honestly.
I'm buying
It's
it.
all dark.
Steph is buying it. You're buying it. Jeff's buying
There's
it.
a question on
Oh my
YouTube
God.
from Hot Mess Memories 1 wondering if Noah C can do the splits.
I'm wondering where you got the username from, though. That's awesome. Can I do the splits? Nah, I can't. I can't hit him like Logan Paul. I can kind of, you know, I can get about there. And I'll be like, I can get like close, but no, I can't hit.
Yeah,
the
you're like
splits.
a stunt man. Everyone was tweeting me photos of you flipping down a hill.
Oh no
on the
way!
beach.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, he's wild. Go check out his Twitter. You gotta cruise it.
Check my Twitter. Yeah. That one's on Instagram. It's a couple months back. But, yeah. I like flipping. I like doing reckless stuff. Me and Jesus have that in common. Totally. Yeah.
I just want to see like rolling down the staircase at the home.
Or just getting like a boogie board and like trying to surf the stairs.
Yeah. He does his own stunts, people.
And does Jesus wrestle anymore, or is that storyline kind of gone?
Yeah, no, he doesn't wrestle anymore. He doesn't really like it.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, having his teammates force him into doing steroids and that whole thing really put a bad taste in his mouth. And he actually Yeah, I can say this. Cool. Yeah. This was like a long time ago. He actually started playing. He's trying to figure out if he likes to play volleyball or not.
Yeah.
So so he started doing volleyball.
Dig that.
Oh, sweet. I think that's great for him.
Man, I'm good at spiking.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like 9 feet tall.
I got good jumps. I can touch it. I got
Not
hops.
splits.
Not splits, just ups.
No.
Oh my god, well, thank you so much for joining us. This was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Of
seriously.
course. For everyone who wants to continue the conversation online, what is your Twitter account again?
My Twitter is at Noah Cent, NOAHCENT.
You
Awesome.
can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jillian Leff.
And y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at @thehotshotdude.
And I tweet from Jeff Masters 1. We will see you next week. Good night.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.